Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally, and today I have 7 homemade gift ideas people will actually want to receive. The first of these homemade gifts is actually a food item and one that I absolutely love. And I am starting by taking some dark chocolate. I get a big bar at Trader Joe's and crushing that up into bits and pieces and melting that. And then once that is all melted, I'm going to add to it some pistachio nuts, dried cherries. This is the key. Also, I get those at Trader Joe's, and I'm using some organic coconut here, and I am going to mix that together and lay that all out. You can put it on a wax paper if you want one big chunk of it, so you can crush it up into pieces, or you can put it in molds. I am going to do both here using a silicone tray as well as just pouring some out onto waxed paper. And then you can decorate the top to make it prettier so that some of this will be, showing once it's dry. And then you can just leave it alone in the refrigerator and let that dry thoroughly. And then I am going to bag those up into some cellophane bags with some ribbon. I made myself a little label because I had that sticky paper to make labels out of, and these came out so beautiful, and a great teacher gift or just a little gift for a friend or a little thank you for somebody who loves chocolate. And so this, I think, is just a simple, easy way. The next thing I'm doing is packaging items together for a simmer pot. So dehydrate some sliced oranges and then add cinnamon sticks, anise, cranberries, nutmeg, cloves, whatever it is you have that you like to use to scent up your home, and bag it up with some greens. I use literal Christmas tree greens. You can buy essential oils or you can add rosemary, but I think that definitely helps to scent it. And then put a little tag on the bag and tell them to boil it in water so that their entire home will smell like Christmas. Today's collaboration is hosted by Our Gray House and Lady Red Crafting, and the co-host this month is a perfect place to start. So make sure you check out their channels and the playlist in my description box for so much Christmas inspiration. Next is a yummy vanilla chai concentrate. I ordered these jars from Amazon, but you could use canning jars. And start with honey, vanilla, and cinnamon at the bottom. You could also add a little maple syrup or molasses here. And then you're going to steep some tea, black tea. And then in the cheesecloth bag, I added cardamom pods and cloves. Of course, you could use chai tea bags here, making this a little easier. Steep it for a while. I like to add grated ginger to this. This definitely makes that flavor for me. Made up some labels so they know to mix this concentrated chai with milk, either hot or cold, and it is absolutely delicious. Now I'm moving on to these books. I got for free a whole bunch of them. Someone was giving them away. They are beautiful little colored edged books, but they're all very plain. So I thought how wonderful it would be to take my scrap IOD bits and pieces and just simply decorate the top of each of these books. I'm going to bundle them in 3s with twine. To people that I know that like to prayer journal or just simply journal or use it even just as lists or notes or anything that you want, writing poems, stories. I think it's just a wonderful little quick and easy way to dress something up and give that away. So after I was finished taking these beautiful bits and pieces, matching them as best I could with the edge of the booklet, I took out some twine and bound several together. I have a friend who loves purple, and so I bound some together for her, and then a couple of my sisters. And then after I bound them together with twine, I made these little labels out of the back of the IOD booklet. I simply cut out the pictures, put a hole in it, and added that to the twine with a bow just to dress that up a little, 3 booklets for each. I did think about using my stamps and stamping the word journal on them, and may do that, not sure yet. I am assuming you could get something like these books on Amazon or at a craft store. And then also, if you didn't want to spend the money on transfers, you could certainly use decoupage to create a beautiful picture on the cover. Now that takes me on to one of the top items that I make at Christmas time that my family loves. 2 items. Organic shea butter I get on Amazon, and organic coconut oil I get at Big Lots. If you have Big Lots, that's only about $8 for that huge thing. Equal parts in a saucepan, and then just go ahead and melt that. Only takes a few minutes. Pour that into preferably your mixing bowl. Makes this a lot easier. And put that in your freezer. Now, it's better to leave it on the counter and let it cool to room temperature first and then freeze it. It makes it a little bit easier to mix it. I start out slow and get faster and faster just so it doesn't spill everywhere, but then once it gets going, I leave it for a good 10 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes, as it incorporates the ingredients together. And if you wanted to add a scent, now is the time to do that. I have added scent in the past, opted not to this particular batch. It has a lovely scent as is, so I don't think it's necessary, but I know that it's nice sometimes to add a few drops of rose oil or lemon verbena or something, and I have done that certainly in the past. And then, so I put some in some little tiny jelly jars and put some labels on that, and then I had so much left over, I filled a Ziploc bag, clipped the end off, and piped it into a bunch of other jars that I had, some amber and some clear, with these 2 different kinds of lids to keep that. And so these go over really well. I give them away for friends and family at Christmas time. And this one is a great stocking stuffer, and they make a fabulous teacher gift. Everybody would love to have some wonderful shea butter lotion for their skin, especially during the winter season. And this really does come out to be pretty inexpensive. I would say the jar averages $1, and then what you put in it much less, so probably 50 cents worth of product when you're done, $1.50, to give such a wonderful gift. So I highly recommend that, and will continue to make this for years to come because I love it. And now that takes me on to some soap making. I had this soap kit that I had gotten quite some time ago, and I still had some left over. So I thought this is also an easy thing. You can get a kit at Michael's and just break up the bars, put it in a microwave dish, and melt it. It comes with some silicone molds. I had some also at home, so I decided to put some in each. And then you basically just pour that in. It comes with other things. You could change the color with some of the pigmentation. You could add scent as well. Not everybody likes scented soaps. This time I added some lemon verbena that I had at home, just because I love the smell of that, and just put like 4 dropperfuls into this, and then stirred that in and poured that right into the mold. These will be very plain, very simple. You can stamp on them. You can do other things on them if you want. Each kit comes with different things, but I thought just to show you the simple basics of this, pour them off, and then I let them overnight, and then go ahead and peel the mold off of them. So that way it has a little bit of time to cure, and then really let it cure for another week or 2 before you wrap it or do anything fancy with it. And while I had those orange slices out, I thought, well, I'm going to try to put some at the bottom. It may float up, it may not. We'll see what happens. And then I also had some dried roses, and so I just crushed that up into just some rose petals, and just to give that a little bit of color running throughout, as well as exfoliant properties. And some of these, they're just for looks, or they're just, to put on the bathroom counter and, use it for your hands. So nothing, these aren't any, special bath bars, special quality, skincare products or anything like that. This is just to get your hands clean. But, why not make them pretty? So I did the same thing, poured these into the silicone mold, and then left that overnight, and then came back and peeled those off. I do like this particular quality soap. It's not glycerin. I believe it's goat's milk, and I know you can get 2 pounds for about $16 at Michael's. It feels lovely and not sticky like glycerin. Then just popped the other ones out of that tray. And once cured, I did buy this gorgeous bowl that I thought would be lovely to just put a few in. I'm just going to use those for myself. And then here, this kit came with some gorgeous homemade paper, and I'm going to just wrap the square ones like a gift, and then wrap them with twine and give those as gifts. They're great stocking stuffers and teacher gifts as well. And I would say that each bar in the end probably cost $1, a little more than $1. So definitely easy, and everybody needs soap, so definitely practical. And that's what I tried to do with these things, make sure that these kinds of things that people would like to receive and were high quality but also less expensive. And then finally, I have this from the dollar store that I had picked up some time ago, and they have a number of these different things there, but I thought that it was a nice base for a lovely gift that you could give somebody at Christmas time. This would be a great teacher gift as well, little something to go on a package. Some of the hard work has been done for you, so I am going to give this a coat of white chalk paint on all 3 of those surfaces and let that dry well. I also want to use one of the new IOD paint inlays, so I just took one that looked a little bit like a postcard to me. It just sort of had that feel, definitely in the black and white tone, and just took that out, and then with a paint inlay, you lay it down into the wet paint side down, after you mist it with some water, and then just sort of pat that into the paint. And then you can mist that again, wait a few seconds, and peel that back, and that will adhere the paint from the paint inlay into the wet paint that you have on your project. Of course, if you don't have a paint inlay, transfers or decoupage would also work here as well. It's nice when you're doing small gifts like this to just use the little bits and pieces that come with these paint inlays. And I always just really enjoy peeling that back slowly and seeing how beautiful that paint inlay comes out. And I went into my stash and took out the stamp that I have that says postcard and added that to the top, just making this really have that vintage Christmas postcard feel. And then on the bottom square, I decided that I wanted to add some of the little stamps that I had gotten on the Good Table at the Dump a couple of years ago, and these are more of like a pine branch, and there was also a sleigh and some trees and some deer and a few other things with that. So I took the deer, this little pair of deer, and I added that down the bottom underneath the pine branches, also in that black and white tone. And I'm thinking that since you're going to give this to somebody at Christmas time, it might as well be more of a winter theme than a Christmas theme. So that way they can hang it up right away and keep it up for the next month or so. And then again, adding that ink around the outside really makes that feel vintage, really pulls that together, gives it more of a dimensional look. And then on the top one, I opted to pull out my mold, my clay, and to press in some of the deer and put that on the top one with a little glue, and then added some little snowbanks to give that winter feel. And then I had a tree in my stash as well, just a little tiny Christmas tree. So I pulled off the star. I didn't want it to be quite so Christmassy, just a green evergreen tree was fine by me, and then added those on the top. Then, of course, painting over all of that to make that color mesh. And then once I have that completely dry, I take the black ink out again and decide that I am going to not just distress the square, but actually dry brush, so to speak, with the ink over the entire tree and deer and snowbank to give this definitely a good dimensional look and to pull out the details that are in these clay molds. So this is just an idea of something you could do with one of these Dollar Tree signs. Just use what you have and have fun. But I thought, considering it was $1, or maybe $1.25 these days, what a cute little sign, what a cute little gift to give somebody for a little package, topper, or just a little teacher gift or what have you for the holiday season. So hopefully you will hit like. Will let me know in the comments section which of these was your favorite. And if you're going to reproduce any of these, I hope these are a little different than some of the other things you've seen on other channels. And I hope you will hit subscribe so you won't miss out on all the wonderful things I have coming your way. Make sure you check out the playlist in my description box, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.